So the mass media, the Democrats, and of course their little minions on social media have been busy attacking Trump for his response to the coronavirus and how many deaths and cases are occurring here in America. And I've got a little fed up with it. So, as the old saying goes, figures don't lie, but liars figure. And that's what we're seeing in the media on a day-by-day basis. Their effort to create this hysteria, and their little minions are creating the Trump needs to be removed. They want to start another impeachment process. Why does the 25th Amendment even exist if we can't use it to get rid of this guy? And of course, my favorite, Trump has blood on his hands because he's actually killing people. But what are the facts? And what's interesting is that if you look at the raw numbers, yeah, we're having kind of a bad time about it. We've got a lot of cases, we've got a lot of deaths, but you can't just pick the raw numbers and say, well, look how bad it is. I mean, it's bad. I'm not trying to downplay coronavirus. I want you to understand that. It is serious. It is highly contagious. We all need to stay socially isolated. We need to listen to our doctors, and we need to be smart. But when you're talking about politics, Trump has done an exceptional job, and America is doing a good job relative to the rest of the world. And I found a great website that normalizes the data relative to population. So let's take a look. So the first thing here is this graph. And we've seen variations of this. This is a few days old, and it shows the U.S. way above Spain, Italy, France, the UK, Turkey, everybody in terms of how many new cases we have. But that, of course, only tells half the story. So I found this website. It's called Worldometers. Yeah, I'll provide the link in the description. But it's important because right now, as of the point of this recording, the world has had just over 1 million cases of coronavirus, 54,000 deaths, and that's a deaths per population, 1 million population of 7. The U.S., the Democrats are loving to tear down the U.S. and talk about how great it is everywhere else relative to the USA and how horrible Trump is. But what do the facts actually tell us? So this allows us to look at the deaths per million population, kind of normalize it and put it in some rational perspective. For example, Spain, Italy, Germany, France, and the UK here are Western European allies. They all have universal health care. And so they all are comparable in terms of our industrialization. So let's look at this. Spain, Italy, France, the UK. Cases per population, 2.5, 1.9, 1. France is 900. UK is, let's round up to 500. The USA, 741. Now I want to specifically point out Germany here, because I've read articles where they're talking about how great Germany's response has been and how much less it is than America's, and that's because of their culture and because of their universal health care. They still have more cases per population than we do here in America. Social distancing is working. The travel bans from Europe and from China are working. The travel bans between states are working. It's all working, but of course that's not what you're going to hear in the news. But more importantly is how many people are actually dying from this incredible disease. So Spain, it's 234 per million. Italy, 230. I'm going to skip down here to the UK, 43. France, 83. The US, 18. Germany, which again has been widely praised for their response, 13. So we're almost on top of Germany in terms of our response, deaths per 1 million, but we're not getting credit for it, while Spain and Italy have many multiples, almost 20 times more deaths than we do. Yes, there's a lot of countries that have a lot less. China, I simply don't believe their numbers, and if you do, you're blind. Switzerland, Turkey, the Netherlands, we're doing better than almost every single one of them. So the point is, check out this website, because the news is going to tell you the total number of cases. They're going to tell you the total number of deaths. They're going to tell you how horrible it is. So once our deaths cross that 10,000 people mark, they're going to vilify us. But the fact is the USA's response has been fantastic in the industrialized and in the Western world. And that's been lost in the media because they simply don't care. Their goal is to tear down the USA, tear down this administration, and create dissent wherever they can find it.